To another Vlogmas. Today I'm going to further the decorations of my office. I have some string lights that I want to hang on my office wall. Arjan put in some hooks for me a couple of days ago, and we have very thick plaster on top of all the walls, so I'm worried that I'm going to pull them out accidentally, but hopefully they will be able to hold the weight. Let's get going. The whole string of lights is, let's say, 3 meters or something, and it is, but this whole beginning part doesn't have any lights on it, and I'm like, yeah, I thought the whole thing would have lights, not half the thing, but I don't know, I still think it looks pretty good. I mean, what I wanted was to have lights from this corner all the way like this and down again. And it did come with 2 strings of lights, so I could still do that actually. But I think it looks pretty good. I'm just gonna let it sit like this for a minute and decide if I want to change it or not. I have some more lights that I want to hang in the bedroom, so I think we should do that first, and then I will come back to these and see what I think of them. So I have these fluffy lights, and I want to hang them at the top of the bed because I think it would look really cute and Christmassy, but still like cozy for the bedroom, you know? I was thinking to just use some sticky tape because they don't weigh that much, and I obviously don't want to make any holes in the bed itself, so hopefully they will hold, and I'm just going to try to make it work. I think they're going to fit, so I'm just going to attach in between every ball and just make sure that it's not on top of her head when we sleep. I think it looks good, so I hope it stays on, but at least we have some cozy festive vibes in here. I put these Christmas cones up a few days ago in my office, but I think now that I did the Christmas tree, which is all pink and stuff, I feel like these gold cones will probably suit better downstairs because we don't really have that much Christmas decor downstairs yet. And then I'm going to replace these with something pink in here. I'm not sure what, but baby steps. I'm taking these down, putting them downstairs, and then we'll see how it looks. I think this is looking a lot better already. I think it goes nicely with the other Christmas trees we have here. We don't really have that much Christmas decorations up yet because we don't have a tree. We actually have a tree outside, but I'm just not sure if we should get it inside. Because my aunt, she had it in her garden. I think it was her Christmas tree, and we planted it in a planter outside. But now I'm wondering if there's gonna be bugs and stuff on there. Maybe we should go have a look. this is our Christmas tree. We've never used it as a Christmas tree, but I'm just going to see if it's like clean enough to bring it in and it doesn't have like a million spiders or something on there. Pip also wants to cuddle. Hey! It's actually fine. It's really clean. As you can see, there aren't really many bugs in between the branches. Like, I feel like it looks good. I think we can use it inside, which is perfect, because then we can use this tree every year and we won't have to kill an innocent Christmas tree for it. So I think that's perfect actually. I might just clean up the vase, the planter a little bit. Just take a cloth and just wipe it off a little and it should be good to go, I think. So I'm actually positively surprised, and I think I'm gonna wait for Arjan to move it inside because I don't want to damage the floors. But I'm going to go ahead and make some room in the living room because I already know where I want to put it. I think this corner in the living room will be perfect because now we will have the fireplace there, which I need to clean. As you can see, we've used it quite a lot this season. We have a bunch of plants here and I think these could go actually in the corner behind me. So this corner is kind of hidden. It has the Wi-Fi router and some books and some knitting stuff, but it's not really very cozy at the moment. So I think it would be perfect to move everything there, and then we have room for the tree. This corner looks so much better now with the plants over there. I think that it looks so good. I feel like maybe this is how it should have been all along. It's really coming together. This corner is now the perfect corner for the Christmas tree because it will be by the window, which I love. You will also have all the decorations and stuff reflected because it's by a mirror, so I love it. So the weather is super nice now. As you saw, it's really cold, like 4 degrees Celsius max and 0 degrees Celsius minimum. It's going to be worse weather tonight. I think I'm just going to have a quick bite to eat, like a little snack, and then afterwards I'm gonna go into town because I feel like going for a walk now that it's so beautiful. And I might as well start looking a little bit at Christmas ornaments for our other tree because I decorated the one upstairs in pink, but this one I don't want pink. But I have trouble deciding. Like, my mom has this amazing Christmas ornaments that are from glass and they have this kind of like oil shine around it, like iridescent, and they're orange and so beautiful, and I love those. But I feel weird getting like exactly the same ones as my mom. But I do feel like in our interior the colors that we have is like wood, white, sand color, and like burnt orange. So maybe our tree could be orange and gold, or maybe just like a classic red and gold. I think Arjan prefers red and gold, but I prefer orange because my mom's beautiful tree is orange. You will see that later in Vlogmas because I always help her decorate it every year. It's really beautiful. So yeah, I'm just going to have a snack now, and afterwards we're gonna go into town and kind of see. It's mostly just to go for a walk, but we can also just see what kind of ornaments might work.
mention the boy girl do their own thing. No lonely heart. So go on in. There's wood on the fire. She went away on Christmas Day, but he already knew this was coming. But still he made mistakes. Instead of just making friends, he went on bending.
I just got back home and I feel like it's just very typical. I went out to buy Christmas ornaments and instead I came back with 4 books and a new outfit. I figured I would share the books that I bought. I feel like I want to film with the Christmas tree, but the other angle was so far away. Or is it not too far? I don't know. Let me see if I can find a different angle. I don't know if this is better. I feel like this is already a lot better. The first book I got is this beautiful edition of The Alchemist. I've already read it. We actually already own it because Arjan found it in one of those public libraries where you can take and bring books as you please. But this one is really beautiful and I want to reread it because I feel like books that are really inspiring is you can read them a few times and they give you different inspiration every time. Unless you buy a different version of the same book, it also saves you a lot of money because you can read the same book again. This book is another book by the same author. I hope I pronounce it right, but it's Paulo Coelho. Like in Dutch you would say Coelho because O-E you pronounce as U in Dutch. So Paulo Coelho. I read the beginning and I feel like it's kind of a version of the story of The Alchemist, but it's about a woman and she is also trying to figure out what to do with her life, I think. Like she is dissatisfied with her life now and she wants to feel more alive and discover what makes her feel more alive. That's what I kind of got from it. These two are by the same author and at least I know I like The Alchemist, and that's usually a really good way to find new books to read, is to find books from an author that you already know that you like. And then this book caught my eye because it's also really beautiful. It's by Janina Ramirez, and the title is Femina, and the subtitle is A New History of the Middle Ages Through the Women Written Out of It. And I think it's just an approach to the Middle Ages, illuminating the women that were part of history and that we never really learn about. That sounds really interesting to me because I know that women are written out of history all the time. It's only white men that we read about and their victories, but women were actually at least as important as most men, and it's really interesting to learn about this kind of thing, to also retrain your mind to see that women also bring a lot of value to society and to the evolving of societies and humankind, and that it's not just men that we should look up to and take seriously and that can create a meaningful difference. Women can do that just as well. And then the final book that I picked up is this one. This one is by Daniel Levitin. And the title is The Changing Mind, a Neuroscientist's Guide to Aging Well. And it's about how your mind ages and that your mind actually develops positively for a very long time. And a lot of people assume that your mind degenerates as you get older, but it's just more that it changes into a different way compared to when you're younger. So it's about illuminating how aging can actually be good for your mind as well. That's what I got from what I've read so far. So I find that really interesting. Anything mindset related, I find super interesting, obviously. I'm really happy with my books. I also think that you can tell a lot about a person by what kind of books they read, I think. Because I feel like these are these three are kind of different books. They're not necessarily picked up by the same person always. And I think that it's just interesting the combination of different books that one person chooses compared to another person. Of course, I have many more books in my home, and these are not the only ones that say anything about me. Of course, a book collection says a lot more about a person than just what they pick up today. But on the other end, I like the random combination of different areas, like different genres. So now I'm just gonna journal a little bit and see what comes up, kind of start gathering my thoughts for my goals for the next year. Super inspiring and fun journaling session. I'm so glad I'm picking it back up again. It's totally fine if for a while you just don't feel inspired to journal or just doesn't align. I feel like it's okay to just kind of let it go, and I did that with meditation and journaling for a while, and I had a lot of desire to just go for walks. So that's what I'm doing now, and I feel like that gives me the same effect. But now I'm feeling more drawn to also meditate and journal and just go for walks. So I'm just listening to my intuition, I'm listening to what I want and need. It helps me to get inspired a lot, and I hope that this inspires you to start thinking about what you want to manifest for the next year as well. And I think I'm going to leave it with this for now, and I will see you in the next episode.